Hello everyone, welcome to the third video lecture on PPS. In previous lecture, we have started with functions which are responsible for manipulating strings. In that lecture, we have seen four different functions. First one was lower function, upper function, and we have seen two functions whose return type was boolean, means it will return either true or false. Now those functions were is lower and is upper. Now in this lecture, we are going to see a few more boolean type of function which are available in Python programming language. Now before that, we are going to see one more function which is called as a string function, that is represented by str and round brackets. Now when this function is used, when you need to convert a non-string data type into string data type, then you are supposed to use this function, str function. Now let us take an example where we have a variable a in which I am going to store 1, 2, 3, 4. Any number, not necessarily 1, 2, 3, 4. I have taken this as an example. Okay, you can have any number, like you can have even 100 also. Now the data type for this variable is integer, and I want to use this 100 or this variable as a string variable. Then I need to convert its data type from integer to string. Now for that, I need to use string function, that is str function. Now when I am using this string function over this 100, means what I am doing basically is I am converting data type of variable a from integer to string. Okay, and then further programming will be done. Now this is one way of converting a number into string data type. Other way of doing this is directly writing or using a pair of double quote or a pair of single quote. Now whenever Python programming language is going to encounter a pair of single quote or a pair of double quote, then this 100 will be considered as string data type. It will not be considered as integer data type. It will be considered as string data type. So what we will do, we will consider, we will not use str, but rather we will use single quote over here. Now let us start with a function which is called as is numeric. So in Python we have got a function, a boolean type of function which is called as is numeric, and if I use this is numeric function on the above variable a is numeric, then this function is numeric is going to return true if variable a has only numbers. Then it is going to return true, otherwise it is going to return false. Let's check for this example. Now look over here, output is true. Now why output is true? Because this variable a has got only numbers. So this is numeric function is going to return true if variable has got only numbers, no alphabets. Okay. Now let's check. I have added one variable a over here. Okay, and remaining 100 is as it is. So now variable a contains both alphabet and numbers. Now in this case, is numeric is going to return false, as you can see in the output of this program, that is false. So it has written false because the variable a contain both an alphabet and there are number. Okay, so in this case, is numeric function is going to return false. Now similarly for alphabet is also there. If I will consider a string ABCOE and if so, there is a function called as is alpha in Python programming language, which will return true when variable a will contain only alphabets. No numbers are there here in this alphabet, in this variable a. So in this case, it is going to return true, as you can see in the output of this program. So it has written true, means is alpha function has written true on because it has got only alphabets. Now if I will be adding a number in this string, then is alpha is going to return false, as you can see in the output over here. So it has written false because there is one number over here and remaining are alphabets. So is numeric and is alpha function is not going to work for alphanumeric numbers. Alphanumeric numbers are those numbers which contain both alphabet as well as numbers. Now, apart from is numeric, there is one more Boolean type of function which is similar to is numeric, that is digit function. So is digit function and is numeric function are same. So if I use over here is digit and here if I consider only 1, then this function is going to return true. Okay, and if it contains a, an alphabet, then it is going to return false, as you can see over here output. So is digit and is numeric, both of these Boolean type of function will return true only if string has only numbers. It will return false if string has got alphanumeric number. Is alpha will return true only if string has got alphabets. It will return false if string is alphanumeric number. Okay, so this was about is alpha, is numeric and is digit. Now next Boolean type of function is alnum. Is alnum. Now is alnum function is going to return true if the given string is alphanumeric. That means it contains both alphabets as well as numbers. So in this case it is going to return true. Now it has written true. Now this is alnum function returns true only if it will return true when it has a alphanumeric number. Okay. Now let's check whether it is working only for alphabets. Yes, it is working for alphabet also. So it is saying true if string contains only alphabet. Now let us check for only numbers. Yes, it is executing. Yes, it is showing true for even numbers also. So remember that is alnum function will be true when it contains only alphabets, only numbers, and it will also true. It will also return true when the given value is alpha numeric value. Okay. Now the question arises, then when is alnum is going to be false? Because for alphabets, for numbers, for alphanumeric number, it is going to give us true. Then when this alnum function is going to be false? Now remember one thing, when you will add any other function, any other symbols into that. Now consider ABCOE. So it has got alphabets also, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then I have added 3 symbols, that is percentage symbol, dollar symbol and hash symbol. Now in this case it is going to give us false. So is alnum function don't work for string which contains symbol. It works for alphabets, it works for numbers, it works for alphanumeric number, but it do not work for string which contains symbol. Okay, so remember this. So this was about alphanumeric number, numeric number and digits. Okay, so consider this string. For example, let us consider another string. For example, consider AVCOE, comma 7. So let us consider this string. In that string there are 2 words. One is AVCOE, comma 7, right? Now there is a function called as is title function which will capitalize the initial alphabets of all the words in the given string. Now here there are two words in the given string, ABCOE and Sangamner, right? So by using isTitle, it is going to check whether it has the initial alphabets are capital of all the words or not. It will return true, else it will return false. For example, let us consider print statement into that a dot is title. Okay. Now here you can see that there are two words A, B, C, O, and Sangamner whose initial letter, that is A and S, are in lowercase. So in this case, isTitle is going to return false, otherwise it will return true. Let us check. Now look, here it has written false. Why it has written false? Because both the words A, B, C, O, and S, their initial alphabets are in lowercase. Now if I will convert A capital and S capital, okay, then this isTitle function is going to return true. Let us check it. Now look, here it has shown us true. Now why the output of isTitle is true, or why isTitle function returns true? Because both the words in this string, that is ABCOE and Sangamner, the initial alphabets or initial characters are capital. That is the reason why it will return true. Now if I will make Sangamner's S small and ABCOE is A capital, then also it is going to return false. As seen over here, the output is false because there are two words ABCOE and Sangamner where S is the lowercase of Sangamner and A is uppercase in case of ABCOE. So remember that isTitle will return true only if both ABCOE and Sangamner initial letter is capital, otherwise it will return false. So this was about isTitle, and these were a few of the functions whose return type was Boolean, means it will return either true or false. So we'll stop over here in this lecture. In next lecture, we will go through some other functions which are used for manipulating string. If you have any doubt regarding this Boolean type of functions, please WhatsApp me or you can call me. Thank you very much.